Hello, Mahoning and Shenango Valley Weather Geeks. It is the Thursday, September 3rd edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Just got back from the Canfield Fair where another adventure in live TV occurred this evening. When we do these live broadcasts, we do it one of two ways. One of the ways is with what we call a backpack, in which we're able to transmit the signal via this kind of backpack unit over a cellular signal back to the station. That's kind of a new way. Sometimes you do it the old school way, and you have a truck with a microwave antenna sticking up out of the top of it, and you transmit the signal that way. That's what we tried to do tonight, but it's never good to have a big antenna coming off of a truck when there's lightning in the vicinity. So about 5 minutes before my weather was supposed to start during the 6 o'clock news, we had to shut down the truck and hustle and get a backpack in there, and we're able to squeeze in some weather towards the end of the newscast, but it came with a big 14-second delay. So in other words, it was 14 seconds between when I was speaking and when you actually saw it on TV, and that always makes for some awkward TV. But we got through it. Things are always an adventure at the fair, but we have a good time, and it was nice to see some of the weather geeks out there this evening at the tent with nice things to say. As a reminder, I'll be sitting in the tent, not broadcasting, just hanging out and talking to you this weekend, Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., along with Bob, Leslie, and Dana. So we look forward to seeing you this weekend. All right, here's what's left this evening. Good news for fairgoers. If you're going to the concert this evening, of course, the concert's starting right around 8 o'clock here. We're in pretty good shape. The rain has definitely diminished. We had more thunderstorms into the 7 o'clock hour up in Trumbull County. Those have faded away, so the rest of the evening should be just fine, and we should be doing fine as we go into the night tonight under a partly cloudy sky. Notice we still have some activity up here to the north and west. Coming off of Michigan, Detroit just got hammered with some storms. Actually, as I record this a little after, or a little before 8, I should say, there's still a severe thunderstorm warning up southeast of Sandusky. Not expecting much of this to impact our area. A lot of this will fizzle as we go through the overnight tonight. Now, what about our Friday? Well, I think Friday is going to be kind of a carbon copy of today. It's hard to say which backyards are going to get a thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon and which are not. That's almost impossible to say until it's happening. Real hit or miss, random, no rhyme or reason kind of stuff. Probably we'll try to fire again later in the day tomorrow. Here's the high-resolution NAM model, not showing much at 6 p.m. Here's 8 p.m. Again, a thunderstorm here and there. That's the NAM. The GFS, a coarser, lower resolution model, so the green blobs are bigger. But you can kind of interpret this the same way. A scattering of showers and storms again tomorrow afternoon. The chance that your backyard gets one, probably 20 to 30%. That's about it. A lot of us will stay dry. And of course, the heat is the story again tomorrow. Now, the weekend is going to be dry, especially Sunday and Monday. I think I'm going to have to allow on Saturday for another one of these stray showers or storms as we get into the afternoon. Old front kind of hanging out like this, real weak front, but it might be just enough of a trigger in this hot and humid air mass to pop a couple of storms Saturday afternoon. Again, about 20% chance kind of a thing. Don't cancel the outdoor plans, but it's something we just have to allow for. But then I think Sunday and Monday are dry from start to finish. We're going to be just blazingly hot and humid. I think the hottest day of the bunch is probably Labor Day itself. As we go into Monday, temperatures probably have a pretty good chance of eclipsing 90. Let's see what the old GFS has here for our temperature. At 4 p.m. has about 89, close to 90 in some spots. Our forecast has 91, and I think that's just fine. A lot of heat for Labor Day. Where's the cool air? Well, by Monday, it's up here. It's up across Canada. By Monday, our cold front is right in through here and pushing south and east. And this is the front that will bring relief as we go towards midweek. So here's the afternoon of the 8th. That's Tuesday. Let this load up here. Our cold front now at Tuesday afternoons, kind of like in through here. And as it approaches later in the day, there could be a shower or a thunderstorm or two trying to pop up. That front, as we go into Wednesday, will try to push through the western part of Ohio early in the day, the eastern part of Ohio later in the day. And Wednesday might bring the best chance for rain, widespread rain, anytime real soon across eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania. Behind the front, yes, some relief is coming. So at the end of next week, notice the hot colors have been pushed off to the south here, down towards the Gulf Coast, and we will be much more seasonable for mid-September. High should be in the mid-70s, and that's where I would expect us to be during the latter half of next week. So here's the overall upper level pattern. Late next week, we'll skip ahead to then. Notice the ridge has been beat down and some cool pockets of air trying to slide in. This isn't a cold snap or anything, but it's just going to send us kind of back to normal for the end of next week into next weekend, right around the 12th, 13th. And then as we go beyond that into kind of the 12 to 16 day period, the GFS would have you believe that there's kind of a real wavy pattern across the lower 48 states with weak ridges, weak troughs, no big signals, but also probably not a signal that would have high heat. So here's the 8 to 16 day outlook on the latest GFS ensemble, showing a pocket of cool air during the period from the 11th to the 19th across the plains, the Midwest, and the Ohio Valley. So yes, we're going to get relief. If you don't like it this hot, it's coming. It's just going to take about a week. Until then, it's going to be awfully hot for September. We'll put all the numbers together at the end of the weekend, but I suspect this will be one of the hottest Canfield fairs on record, at least going back 50 years or so, and one of the hottest Labor Days as well here in Youngstown. All right, thanks for watching Weather Geeks tonight. I hope to see you tonight on 21 News at 11. And again, I hope to see a lot of you at the fair this weekend.